You either use the internet for fun or you use the internet to grow. You're here to grow. Welcome to TRS Clips. There's a girl I like. Okay.
Good.
And I'm actually a pretty healthy guy, honestly. I get my blood reports done, everything. But she said that, you know what, man? She's a spiritual girl. So
Good.
I hit the mark there.
That should be a first checkbox.
Yeah, of course. So she's a spiritual girl and she told me that you're healthy and all. You're spiritual, but you need to fix certain aspects of your life. And if you do that, then I'll consider dating you.
Okay.
I'm not even making this shit up. That's what's sad.
Is she your subscriber?
No comments. So now she's someone who sleeps at 10, wakes up at 4, 5. And that's always been my dream. I feel like in terms of health, that's the next stage for me. That I've fixed a lot of my diet, my exercise, but sleep I need to work on a little bit more. Okay. Now, there was a long phase during COVID where I slept at 6 a.m. and woke up at 2 p.m. And I was actually very productive in that phase. I don't know why. All my life I've been someone who stays up at night and I either study or I read or I write or something. Moved to this house in Warsaw and my studio is in my house. Okay, so it's very convenient for me to begin shooting at 11 a.m. etc. It's convenient for the guests. My whole day goes very well.
Correct.
So I was forced to start sleeping earlier. So from 6 a.m. I came down to 1 a.m.
1 a.m.
And now I wake up at say 9, 10 o'clock, get good sleep, and then I wake up and I do these podcasts and then I live out my day. If I could fix my life from 6 a.m. to 1 a.m. for the sake of my career, I know for a fact that with that little power, focus, and with determination, I can easily switch it from 1 a.m. to 10 p.m. And that's what long-term exercise and diet has also taught me. That it might seem difficult, but as Dr. Andrew Huberman says, and he's become the legend of the world of biology online. Like his podcast has blown up.
Correct.
Everyone I know who's into health listens to Andrew Huberman.
Correct. Yeah.
He says that the single biggest deciding factor in bringing change in your life is your own focus.
Correct.
Of your mind. If you put focus on the problem, if you put hard work, you'll be able to switch up and you'll be able to change your brain chemistry. You'll be able to change all your neural patterns to actually fix your life.
Correct.
But it has to come from your heart.
Correct.
Like inside, you need to feel that determination to change it.
Correct.
This girl is beautiful.
So you're going to change it.
I will change it. Like it's too early right now. But I think I found the one. So,
good.
So it depends on if I can fix my life.
So make sure that you have good gut bacteria as well so that your offsprings are pretty good.
Yeah. She's really healthy. I'm really healthy.
So the other thing is I always say that, at least when I grew up, they used to look at for astrology for matching, right? Will you do as well?
Me? It depends on the girl.
Depends on the girl. Okay. So for us, when I grew up, astrology was the top priority. Okay. So to a point that we actually bribed the astrologer. Okay, please, Uma, I like this girl. Please do something and match the astrology. So as a gastroenterologist, I say that in addition to astrology, you need to look at the gut bacteria as well. So if I have to open a website, I will not say matrimony.com. I will say guts.com.
Wow.
And then I will say the tagline is, marry me if you have guts.
But there's science behind what you're saying.
Absolutely.
One obvious logic is that the mom's gut bacteria will have an impact on the baby's gut bacteria for sure. Very obvious. Through pregnancy, through childbirth, what you spoke of. How does the dad's?
The environmental exposure, basically. So let's say like I shake hands with you. Okay. So our hand has more bacteria than our whole cells. Okay, so it's exposure. So when you're getting exposed to pets, when you're exporting dogs, and dogs are transferring the good bacteria to you. So it's all about the environment. Okay?
Dogs also have good bacteria.
Yeah, good and bad bacteria. So there is a study that said that children who grew up with dogs have less asthma. And the risk of allergic disease is slightly lower in those kids. And again, it comes back to the dog is going outside, playing with dirt, comes back again, and the kids are playing, and the transmission of bacteria is happening. So that kid is getting exposed to a wide variety of microbiomes that you will ever even think of. And coming back on the same lines that, nowadays with all this modernized world, there is no playing outside in dirt anymore. And we are playing dirt, not actual dirt, the dirt video game on the kids, on the iPad. So when you play in dirt, again, the same amount of microbes that goes in. And it is always better not to be overly sanitized.
New clips released at the same time that a podcast releases. This is TRS Clips. Make sure you subscribe.